Mental films are put to the test in our block of underground shorts.
I've never been the same since I saw this movie.
Simply one of our best directors ever.
It's amazing, it's beautiful to look at, it's entertaining.
This is a terrific movie. It's one of my all-time favorites.
I think it's a perfect essential.
Silkwood, 1983. There's so many great performances in this film, starting with Meryl Streep.
Although this film is so serious, it's still always entertaining.
This is early on when Cher became an actress, and she's absolutely wonderful in the movie.
Mike Nichols is one of the greatest directors of all time.
Well, Hurley works there. You think he'd work there if he was going to get cancer?
Oh, listen to this. Genetic damage.
Meaning what?
Meaning it goes on down into your kids. It says here, gross physical and mental defects.
I already got them.
So how do you feel about Silkwood?
Well, it's a film that I really, really love. And I know that it's a serious film. I know that it's a total drama. I know that it's upsetting. I know that it's about a heavy subject. And yet, every time I've watched it, I've never not been entertained. The way that, you know, Mike Nichols directed this film and the way Meryl Streep portrays it, and certainly I think the way he leads you out of the film as well, it just makes me very full of reverie and thoughtfulness rather than depression.
Right. It's also very effective knowing it's a real story. Something that really happened. And she's sublime in it. Meryl Streep, as always. I think she made this right after Sophie's Choice, so we're going a bit back in her career. She's done so much since then, but she's really wonderful in the movie. And again, a totally different kind of character.
Yeah.
This is a very likable girl, but a flawed person with a certain amount of attitude.
Yep.
Somebody who kind of brings things on herself, but then she's in this really life and death situation. And I think a lot of the credit for that goes to the two people that wrote it, Nora Ephron and Alice Arlen. And it's such an intelligent screenplay. You like these people, but they're, again, flawed people.
Yeah.
And wonderful performances also by Cher. You know, and this was the first time,
Palliker.
yeah, early that we saw Cher as an actress. Because
Yep.
before this, she'd made a couple of movies, but basically was, you know, part of Sonny and Cher and a singer and a, you know, an entertainer, a bigger-than-life personality. And here she's very little makeup, very shy. She plays a very kind of quiet lesbian, not closeted at all, but she's very sensitive. And it's kind of a part you never would think of Cher being in, but she's wonderful in it.
She's incredible in this movie, too. And I think the three of them, Cher, Kurt Russell, Meryl Streep, they're this wonderful, you know, dysfunctional family in this house together. And there's a sort of, you know, very familial, very gentle way about, you know, that they all have with each other. And yet there are moments of sort of pushing away and tension depending on what they're going on in their personal lives.
As in real life.
Exactly.
That people do.
I think another thing that really makes me always more on the entertained side rather than the heavy side of watching this film is because it is a mystery unfolding as well. It's got this cat and mouse nature. Will she find out what she needs to find out? Will she succeed? Who's watching? Will she get caught? So I think that nature of a film like this really helps it move along.
Yes, absolutely.
And I just think it's, you know, the best acting that you'll ever see and the finest directing you can see.
As good as it gets.
It really is.
Well, let's look at it right now. Here's another great example of the brilliance of Meryl Streep, certainly. From director Mike Nichols in 1983, Silkwood.